Hi, everyone. This is Grove, the future of social. So this is me, and these are three different relationships that I have with three different people. The first one, I'll start with Stockton. Stockton is a longtime friend of mine. We've been best friends since we were probably 15 years old. We share a lot of interests. One of those is video games. You can see the joystick there. It's something we talk about often. Now, the second person on this slide is actually Rudd. Rudd is a previous manager of mine at an internship. Rudd and I share interest in product management and in our careers, but we rarely talk about other more intimate things. And then lastly, this is Sophie. Sophie is actually a girl I met at a coffee shop a few days ago, earlier this week. And we share interest in probably in Provo. We have similar maybe interest in community there, but I don't know her too well. And all of these people and I have a relationship online. We follow each other on socials. Now, in socials today, all of these users get put into the same space. If I want to share anything with some of them, I have to share it with all of them. Believe it or not, there's actually pretty surprisingly little on a day-to-day basis that I feel that I want to share with my previous manager, my best friend, and a girl I met at a coffee shop. This is actually a massive pain for me. Rather than facing the anxiety of posting things that don't matter, I'd rather opt to just not share. When I do share things, the experience feels more like I'm shouting instead of sharing. We've had users tell us that sharing on socials feels like they're standing in the middle of town square, shouting into a megaphone, trying to sell things to people. So how do you solve this? This is where we step in. Grove is a private interest-based social network that enables users to share whatever they want by allowing their friends to pick and choose what they want to listen to. So I'll invite Sophie into my Grove. She's able to choose what she wants to listen to. In this case, she's interested in hearing about what parties that I know of are happening in Provo. Video games, product management, not interesting to her. She doesn't have to see the things she isn't interested in, but ultimately it enables me to share whatever I want to, assuming that my connections will self-organize under the things that interest them most. If sharing on social media today feels like shouting into a megaphone in town square, Grove should feel like intimate conversations around a campfire. The beautiful thing about these interests is that they can be whatever you want. Users can make interests as broad as video games and career to as small as interesting quotes from a book or spiritual thoughts that I found interesting. So we've already proven our hypothesis about this problem. We released our alpha about a week ago. You can see an example of our product here on the left side of the screen. We onboarded about 135 users within the last week. Now, the really interesting thing is even without a large network and a mature product team, we're performing closely with other comparable products in terms of product engagement. You can see here that we have an average of about 25 minutes per day spent on Grove per alpha user, compared with other products that have that are much more mature and that have similar measurements. In terms of how unique our solution is, none of these tools have done a great job at solving this problem. We've kind of laid out this map to demonstrate where we lie in comparison to other massive players in the industry. The two vectors on this graph are how well the solution enables intimacy, and then how well the solution enables interests. As far as go-to-market goes, we're focused on enabling and building our viral growth engine. With the right features, the product will grow organically. We've modeled what that might look here and what that might look like here in the next 6 months on this graph. Eventually, in the future, we plan to build out a subscription model for premium features. Once we've really nailed this growth model that I talked about previously, and for our freemium offering, we plan to build a social operating system, or social OS, where we're able to integrate with these other platforms that you can see here on the screen and allow users to share and interact with data from other products in a fun and more engaging way. As far as market sizing goes, it goes without saying that this market is absolutely massive. If Grove is able to capture even a tiny fraction of this market in premium subscription, we'll hit $2.8 billion in ARR very quickly. Here's our roadmap for the next few months. Now that we've released our alpha, we plan to focus heavily on the core experience for MVP. This includes general usability and table stake features. After we've really nailed this core experience, we'll start to hone our growth engine and really see if we can build this viral component into our growth loops. We're going to help users find each other and connect with each other faster. Lastly, after we finish working on our growth engine and we've really nailed that, we'll go after integrations to prepare for our premium offering and our revenue opportunity. So lastly, here's the team. We're uniquely qualified to tackle this problem because, one, all of us have operating experience at established companies in product teams. And then secondly, and more importantly, we're the core user of socials. We've been using social media since Facebook was in its infancy, and there's no better experts out there. Thank you.